Sam Gano set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry for Latavius Murray. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Keenum. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
Well, that's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. Just beating the play clock is Newton. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down now after the incompletion. The play clock's running down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Sherrills. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Before we see this next possession, you and I were talking before the game about the AFC playoff picture. You got the Pats and the Steelers at 7-2. Those are your best records in that conference. Chiefs at 6-3. Really, they're running away with the AFC West.
Yeah, and that's a surprise, isn't it? Because in preseason, we all, well, I shouldn't say all, but most of us probably thought the AFC West was the toughest division in football. but Denver has fallen off the pace. The Raiders have been a little bit of a disappointment, and the Chargers just can't gain traction. So right now, it's Kansas City's division to lose. And if they get home field, could you imagine all those teams having to visit Kansas City? One of the best atmospheres in the game.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Throwing is Keenum on third down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Now a give. This is Murray trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Keenum to throw on second down. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. So the offense taking over in just a second. But you know, last year, going off the script a little bit, so much talk around Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, who would go one, who would go two, and will they pan out? Well, this year, they are both panning out really well.
They certainly are, and they went 1 and 2. Jared Goff, number 1 to the Rams. Wentz, number 2 to the Eagles. Wentz became the starter as a rookie, played all 16 games, and here in the second season, a lot of MVP talk surrounds him, and rightly so. Jared Goff got left behind, only started 7 games as a rookie, didn't play that well. Many people want to use the B word on him for bust. Not at all. He's playing at a really high level.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of... Here's Newton now on second down. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. On first down, Murray. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw is Keenum, and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Shaq Thompson with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He caught a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Third down. Newton. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Sherrills to return it. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So Adam Thielen had the grab there. He had 8 of those last week in the win over Washington for 166 yards.
And let's go ahead and retire the Cinderella story because he is no longer that. Probably shouldn't have been. Yes, I know he came from Minnesota State. Yes, I know he was undrafted, but he's a big-time playmaker for the Minnesota Vikings. And Case Keenum is really relying on him. A monster game against Washington.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Keenum. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll go down at the 28. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Keenum to throw again. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, here we go.
Again, Keenum. And his throw here is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Murray. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Keenum. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Linval Joseph with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. From the end zone, Newton. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before the break. Keenum lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. Starting the 2nd half of the run by McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Third down and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, they run with Stewart. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A great run that time by Stewart. 49 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go back to Stewart on first. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to slither by. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Adams.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be 2 quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Newton's Panthers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee. And they'll start at the 25. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. On third down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. First down, this is Rawls. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Second down, Rawls. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Wilson now on third down. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. First down, Seahawks, Wilson to Baldwin. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Wilson going to give to Rawls. Avoids him at the 40. There goes Thomas Rawls. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls, 49 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
And sure consistent. The numbers the last couple of years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Wake up. 4 down.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the air now with Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's the fullback. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And this one through the uprights and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. It's Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Wilson again to Rawls. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They go again with Rawls. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. To throw on 3rd down. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They give it to Rawls. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Out of the pistol, it's Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Julius Peppers in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Here's Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here's Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. Nice move at the 40. And now running right through it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
A final shot before the break. Newton looking deep downfield. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. To throw is Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Here's Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45.